What is going on, guys? Chip here. Welcome back to another Pokemon TCG online video. We're going to hop over to the standard format today, and we're going to take a look at an interesting Vikavolt Tapu Bulu list that my friend Peter Kica made, or as it has now been known, Kica Bulu, as he has so passionately called it. This deck has won multiple League Cups over the past few weeks, so I definitely wanted to hop in and take a look at it. Peter did post the list over on his Twitter, so I'll leave a link to his Twitter down in the description of the video. Definitely go drop him a follow if you're a tweeter as well over there. And yeah, it's definitely really interesting, new take on the Tapu Bulu Vikavolt deck, and we're gonna see how good it is and what we can do with it in today's video. So let's go ahead and hop in, starting off with 4 copies. That's right, 4 copies of Tapu Bulu-GX. The reasoning for 4 copies is you want to start it every single game. The early damage from Horn Attack can be great, especially with like Pokemon such as Remoraid and Rockruff being popular. They're weak to grass, so you can force a turn 1 knockout on those guys, and just getting your Nature's Judgment set up on turn 2 and having a Bulu in the active spot is just so powerful. So that's the first thing about the list. We've also got a 4-3 Vikavolt line with 4 copies of Grubbin. That's right, and Vikavolt here, of course, with that strong charge ability. Once during your turn before you attack, you may search your deck for a Grass Energy and a Lightning Energy card, attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like, and then shuffle your deck afterwards. So just getting all these energies into play onto multiple Tapu Bulus is going to eventually, hopefully, win us the game. That's the strategy there. We can discard our energy every turn with Nature's Judgment to hit 210 damage if we have a Choice Band attached, and then with Energy Recycler, shuffle the energies back into our deck, get it back out with Strong Charge. You can kind of see how the cycle goes and what the strategy behind the deck is. We've got 2 copies of Tapu Lele-GX with that Wonder Tag ability, letting us grab a supporter out of the deck at any point when we play it from our hand onto our bench, and then 1 copy of Oranguru here with the Instruct ability, just a little extra draw for later on in the game if we get into a low hand size. If we can Ultra Ball, thin our hand down to a lower hand size, we can Instruct, draw some more cards. So there we go, there's the Pokemon lineup, just 14 Pokemon, and we'll take a look at the rest of the deck here. We've got 2 copies of that Energy Recycler, shuffle 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. We are getting a secret rare of this in the new set, so definitely be on the lookout for those secret rares. 2 copies of Field Blowers. Garbotoxin, of course, is a very annoying card for us to deal with. We're going to have to get rid of those tools on Garbotoxin if we can to use our abilities. 2 copies of Heavy Ball. This helps us search out the Vikavolt as well as Tapu Bulu, so 2 copies of that is great, as well as 1 copy of Nest Ball, searching your deck for a basic Pokemon and putting it onto your bench. Another out to getting Grubbin on the bench turn 1. You'll notice over here in the supporters, we're not playing Bridget. We'll talk about that in just a second. So having Nest Ball is another way to guarantee the turn 1 Grubbin on the bench. 4 copies of Rare Candy. It's such an important part of the deck to just get that turn 2 Vikavolt. So having maximum number of Rare Candies is really important. 1 copy of Super Rod so we can shuffle back energies another way, and also a way to get back some Pokemon if we need to do that. 4 copies of Ultra Ball, letting us discard 2 cards from our hand and search our deck for any Pokemon. 4 copies of Guzma, letting us bring up whatever our opponent has on the bench and let us take a knockout on it potentially, and it's also a way for us to switch if we get our Vikavolt brought up to the active spot. We don't have any float stones or other switch cards, but the 4 copies of Guzma is definitely enough. And we do have 2 copies of Lillie in this deck. That's right, no Bridget. We're not worried about getting turn 1 Bridget. We want to get turn 1 Lillie, draw as many cards as possible, and usually through that we'll be able to find a way to get at least 1 Grubbin down on the bench on that first turn. We've got 3 copies of In here, letting us disrupt our opponent a little bit, and also gives us a little shuffle draw. Same thing with Sycamore here, or not same thing, but it's just a draw supporter here. Get to discard our hand and draw 7 cards, and then 2 copies of Skyla, one of the it's probably the best supporter on the second turn of the game. If we have one of the pieces either being Rare Candy or Heavy Ball or Ultra Ball or Vikavolt in our hand, we can go Skyla for the other piece to get that turn 2 Vikavolt. We've got 4 copies of Choice Bands. 210 is just such an important number to hit right now. And then 7 Grass Energies. Need to trade for some more Secret Rares. And then 5 Lightning Energies. 2 rounds the deck out. And there it is. Kica Bulu, as it has been called. And we'll hop over to the Versus ladder. Grab a couple of games. I've got a 7-game win streak going right now. Not too bad. Just noticed that. Hopefully we can keep it going and we don't ruin it today with Vikavolt Tapu Bulu. It has been a deck that has been known to get some dead hands, but Peter tried to build his list in a way that it wouldn't, that would minimize the chances of something like that happening. So, as always, guys, if you enjoy these videos, please be sure to leave a like down below. It helps me out a ton, lets me know that you're enjoying it, seeing what I'm doing over here on the channel, and definitely go drop Peter a follow. Shoutouts to him for making this list. Like I said, I think it has won several League Cups over the past few weeks, so And it looks like game 1 we're going up against a Zoroark Lycanroc deck most likely, which is one of the reasons that this deck has seen an uptick in play, Vikavolt Bulu that is because it should have a pretty good Zoroark Lycanroc matchup. I hope I don't eat my own words right there, but we'll see what we can do if we can make something happen. Going first will be really important for us. If we go second, we're definitely going to have to try to get 2 Grubbins down on the bench because it's really easy for our opponent to use Lycanroc or Guzma on the second turn of the game to just take a knockout if we only get 1 Grubbin down into play. Looks like we did indeed lose the flip, so going second, like I said, not very good. We'll have to try to get that turn 1 Lillie, draw ourselves a ton of cards, and get 2 Grubbins down, hopefully. But my opponent's going to choose who goes first. I'm assuming they'll go first. When it comes to evolution decks, you always want to go first so you can get evolving as soon as possible. I guess, honestly, when it comes to any deck in Pokemon, right now, with the way the rules are built, you just want to go first. So, I'm not sure if this person is here. We're going first, so it looks like they might have timed out. We do actually have, like, turn 2 Vikavolt just in our hand, which is kind of crazy. We could go Ultra Ball for Lele for Lillie. We could also just hold this hand. If our opponent isn't here, we'll just get the... Oh, nope. Looks like they're benching 2 Pokemon. So maybe they are here. They came in at the last second, and wow, yeah, we can go Ultra Ball for Lillie now because we top decked into that. So we'll go Nest Ball. We'll search the deck. Get Grubbin down onto the bench. We did prize 2 Lightning Energies, which isn't great, but we do have Super Rod and 2 Recyclers in the deck, so that's pretty important. Get this guy down, and I guess we Ultra Ball away like Lightning and Sycamore. That seems okay to me. We'll get rid of Lightning Sycamore. I know we did prize a couple Lightnings, so that's a little annoying, but we can go get that turn 1 Lillie going. Looks like we prized a Guzma as well. Guzma, Grubbin, 2 Lightning. What else have we prized? Looks like we prized a Skyla. And oh no, we already used an Ultra Ball. Skyla Bulu, Grubbin, Guzma, and 2 Lightnings. There we go. There's the 6 prizes. Look at that. Figuring out our prizes. So important, right? And we'll go ahead for that turn 1 Lillie. We could have just sat on that hand, but just drawing more cards, getting another Grubbin in play is so useful. We'll hold the Heavy Ball in case he ends us. It puts more outs in the deck to getting Vikavolt the next turn. We'll hold the Choice Band as well because Field Blower, we don't want to get to lose our Choice Band this early on. And that is a turn 2 Vikavolt if I've ever seen one. Right there, and we'll see what my opponent has going. Hopefully they aren't actually timed out because the deck is actually running pretty smooth. And even if they are timed out, I'll leave this in because that first turn was so solid. And looks like they are just going to go ahead and end us. They must not have had much going on in their hand. But hopefully we can draw back into a turn 2 Vikavolt. And that is not a turn 2 Vikavolt, unfortunately. And he parallel cities us, okay. Pass on to our turn. And we top decked into it. Very nice. So we'll just get rid of, I guess, Grass Energy Guzma? I think we should hold Guzma in case he, like, brings something up. I guess we'll get rid of the other grass. So we missed the turn 2 Vikavolt, and then we got the turn 2 Vikavolt. We'll go ahead and Rare Candy up into the Vikavolt. We could Super Rod, but I don't think we want to do that yet. I'll save that for if we have to discard some Lightnings. Honestly, maybe it was better to discard Guzma and hold a Grass. Because now we're just going to, in the next 2 turns, we'll have to draw a Grass. We'll just go Nature's Judgment. We won't discard the energy. Take the KO. And there's one of those prizes that we memorized. Let's see. Bulu, Guzma, 2 Lightnings. Bulu, Guzma, 2 Lightnings. What else was it? Skyla. And something else. I remembered it earlier, but I can't remember it now. It's fine. It's not a big deal. And so now we'll see with just 2 Zoruas in play. What does my opponent have to go with from here? We do have Choice Band in hand, which means we can get a knockout if they get a Zoroark GX in play. If we got a energy, we could actually strong charge Guzma, knockout Lele, and Tapu Wilderness, and I think we'd actually go for that play if he does damage us. But we'll see what happens here. It does go ahead and Sycamore. See Zoroark GX. Trade. Gets rid of a Lycanroc. Let's see if he can hit the DCE to do some damage. There is a DCE. So what we can do this turn is we can strong charge an energy onto Lele. Just one probably. Guzma Lele and Nature's Judgment. We actually just top deck an energy, but we'll hold the top decked energy. Yeah, this is really good. So we'll go Guzma Lele. We'll go Choice Band, and then we get to use Nature's Judgment GX, heal all that damage off. Or, excuse me, Tapu Wilderness GX, heal all that damage off. And we still have all the energy attached, and that's pretty solid if you ask me, as we get a Guzma and a Grubbin out of the prizes. Still no Lightning Energies, unfortunately, but we do have Super Rod to put those two back into the deck, or the one back into the deck, excuse me, if we need to do that. This Parallel City is annoying. I would have liked to have benched this Bulu last turn, but if we can top deck like either Skyla or Field Blower, that'll be useful. And we can honestly, we could put energies onto Lele to just try to Guzma KO Zorua next turn. But then if he gets a Guzma KO on Bulu, that would be unfortunate. He does have one way that he could have KO'd a Bulu, but he probably can't just based on what his list is. If you play a Reverse Valley or a Devoured Field, that lets you hit 180 if you play Kukui with Zoroark GX. But looks like he might go into Buzzwole here. He does get rid of our Choice Band, which is annoying. So based on that, we actually might just Guzma Zorua knock it out with Lele. But no, he's actually gonna just hit the Bulu. Would have been nice to top deck into the would have been nice to top deck into a Choice Band. Okay, so what do we want to do here? We can Guzma KO Zorua. We'll go ahead and Super Rod. I don't think we're going to have to put Pokemon back at any point in this game. I think we should just go ahead and take out the Zorua. Puts us on even prizes. And he'd have to have a Guzma to knock out Bulu. I think that's okay. We could attack it. We actually can't attack it with Vikavolt, sorry. But yeah, we'll just put the two onto Tapu Lele. We will attach here. We'll Guzma Guzma the Zorua, sorry. And we'll go Energy Drive for 60. Take the KO. This does leave my opponent an option to like KO the Lele this turn, but just based on the fact that we're down to just 2 prizes, they have 6 left, I'm totally okay with that. In this deck, if he's kind of going based off of Pram's list, he probably only plays like the one Ace Roll and it's already discarded, so he'd have to find puzzles. He could play like Max Potion. Pram did not play Buzzwole or Mew EX. And he could play like a second Ace Roll if he wants like more of the healing route. But we'll see. We'll see for sure. Looks like we're going to see a Kukui here, so going to do a little bit more damage with that Buzzwole. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. So we can hit it for 120 with Lele. And that just sets it up to get knocked out by Bulu. So he's just going to hit us for 50 and there. And we get an Ultra Ball, so we'll hold that. I don't think I want to strong charge anything because I want to attack with Bulu. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And I think we'll just Energy Drive for 100. There's no reason to... We should hold this energy, I think. Well, no, we could attach it to Vikavolt. That gives us another out to win next turn. No, I think we'll hold it, and we'll just energy drive. Hold, no strong charge, no energy drive, or no strong charge, no whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. We'll figure it out. So I think we're just in a really we're in a winning position here. I don't know if there's much my opponent can do. They can retreat, like they can just like deny the prize for a little bit. He can retreat and try to knock us out with Zoroark. It looks like an N might come down. I guess we could have Ultra Balled away Grubbin and a Lightning, but no, he's actually gonna go for Guzma. He was down a couple N's, I think. Yeah. But I wanted to keep the Ultra Ball because it's an out to grab Lele or Oranguru. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I remember the second Lele was in the deck for sure. Looks like Guzma is going to bring up Bulu. He's going to take the KO. And all we need to do is not have prized our last two Guzmas, which we know we didn't because we checked our prizes. And we should be able to win here. We'll go ahead and Ultra Ball away Grubbin and Tapu Bulu. Go grab Lele, and Guzma is indeed in the deck. So we'll go Lele, and we will grab Guzma with this, and that gives us the win by knocking out the Buzzwole GX on the bench that we hit last turn. We could even put more energies on it if we wanted to. No real reason to. We'll just attach this one, I guess, because why not? Just making sure we're doing enough damage. And Energy Drive will take the KO. Of course, not hitting for weakness because it is a... because Energy Drive does not hit for weakness. So we'll go ahead and click done, and that's game number 1 of the video. Getting a win. Look, 2,700 points. That's pretty crazy. I didn't realize... I've been playing a lot of Pokemon, guys. I have been playing a lot of Pokemon. Getting ready for Dallas Regionals. I'm really excited for that tournament. I hope you guys are excited as well. Hope to meet some of you guys out there for sure, and I think it's gonna be a fun tournament. And yeah, we'll see over here in the standard format, taking a break from all my expanded testing. We'll see in the standard format what we can make happen with Vika Bulu today, as it has been called. If we can find an opponent, that is. And it looks like we did find an opponent, and it is going to be Glatian BR playing a Psychic Colorless deck. Interesting. So we'll go first. That is a mulligan. That is 3 choice bands and 2 Vikavolts in that opening hand. If we had had a basic there, that would have been detrimental. That would have been an instant loss, basically. So thank goodness we don't have to stay with this hand. We can make something else happen. So we'll click done for the mulligan. Sorry, and we'll click done. So we do get to start a Bulu. And it looks like we're going to go for that turn 1 in. We'll click done. We don't need to bench that yet. And we're waiting on my opponent to click done, excuse me, and they do get the mulligan. So we'll get to end away the mulligan, which is nice, I guess. And no turn 1 Lillie, unfortunately. We do get a Grass Energy attachment turn 1, which is solid. Looks like they just started a Oranguru. So we'll go ahead and throw down another Bulu. And like I said, based on this hand, like we can next turn, if we top deck either Vikavolt, Rare Candy, Heavy Ball, or Ultra Ball, next turn we have turn 2 Vikavolt with Tapu Lele getting to search it out. So let's see what my opponent goes for here with Ultra Ball. Probably going to get a turn 1 Bridget. That's what most decks will do. I'm interested to see what this is going to be. I think it was Psychic Colorless, is that right? So maybe some sort of Garbodor deck. We'll see here based off of what he goes for with Lele. I'm going to assume it's going to be a turn 1 Bridget, and that will give us a good idea for sure. Yep, turn 1 Bridget coming out. Nice reverse hollow Bridget. And getting down, I really hope it's not a Garbodor deck. It looks like it is going to be Espeon Garbodor, though. Interesting. Not a deck we have seen very much of. Just a pass from my opponent, though. We top deck Skyla. This is not a turn 2 Vikavolt hand. We can try to N into it. We really also need to bench another Grubbin, because otherwise next turn he could just go Float Stone, Psychic Energy, Divide GX KO Grubbin. So do we just end this hand? We can attach here. We'll attach this. I think we're just going to go in. We prize 2 ends. I don't want to Sycamore this hand. So we can get Sycamore, and then we can actually just Skyla for Nest Ball this turn. Or should we just try to Sycamore into the turn 2 Vikavolt? Because, like, we might not have Vikavolt starting next turn if he has... the stuff. The Garbotoxin, whatever, there we go. We do have Super Rod and Energy Recycler still in the deck, so I think it's okay to Sycamore. Feels a little bad, but I think it's okay. And we do get turn 2 Vikavolt. We did draw a lot of energies, though. I didn't check prizes this game, so let's check. We do have 2 lightnings in the deck still, so we can strong charge 2 energies in play. And we're rolling right now, guys. We're good to go so far. We'll go ahead and strong charge, put 1 of each onto the active, and we can just Nature's Judgment for 120. We won't discard. I think we prized a Guzma as well, is that right? So if we can get Guzma here... Nope. Guzma would have been nice to get out of Confusion next turn, and then also to knock out Trubbish. And we have 2 ends in the prizes as well. It's actually Trashalanche, okay, so that... I'm actually okay seeing Trashalanche. We've only got 3 items in the discard, so I'm not worried about that. And my opponent's actually just going to go ahead and play an end for us, which I'm great with. Didn't attach the Choice Band because I don't want to give him more items in the discard with Field Blower. We get another Vikavolt in play. That is pretty crazy. He does get Field Blower. Let's see if we see a Psychic Energy. We do indeed see a Psychic Energy. But no Garbo... Or no Garbotoxin. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. No Garbotoxin in play. So we can retreat out of Confusion. And we can actually Lele for Skyla as well for a Choice Band. Oh, was our other Skyla in the deck? I actually kind of don't think it was. But then we can just get Guzma. So we'll go here. Yeah, it wasn't in the deck. So we'll get Guzma. And I think we'll just Guzma take the KO on the Lele. He's not threatening Trashalanche, so I'm not worried about that right now. Two Vikavolts in play. Excuse me, guys. And I don't want to... I don't think that I want to do anything like strong charge a second time. 5 items in the discard, and that's okay with me, so we'll just go ahead and do this. We will discard the energy. 180, take a knockout. Excuse me, guys. And we get an in. We're not probably going to use it now at this point, though, in the game. Super Rod will put back the Lele and the Oranguru. Forgot we knocked that dude out. Psychic Energy goes down onto Garbodor. And he does just in us. Ultra Ball, Tapu Bulu, Grubbin, not much happening. We might have to swing into Confusion here. So should we swing? So he's hitting 60, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we attach an energy, he's knocking us out regardless of flipping for Confusion or not. But that also means that we can knock him out with this Bulu. He did get this Trubbish down, which is unfortunate. We could try to flip for the Tapu Wilderness, heal the damage, but then he's still 63, 69. Yeah, he still would knock us out, so that would do nothing. We'll definitely Strong Charge. I kind of just want to put one energy on to Tapu Bulu-GX and go for Horn Attack. Yeah, we really drew nothing there, unfortunately. We have 2 Grass, 2 Lightning in the deck. We could Ultra Ball away Bulu Grubbin, or Nest Ball Grubbin, but I don't want to put any more items down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, still 6, 7 if we Ultra Ball away Nest Ball Grubbin. So that's too many. I think we're just going to flip for the Horn Attack so that we can try to knock him out with this Bulu. And we hit it. Nice. Sometimes you just got to get a little lucky with the Confusion. We could have retreated, but that ultimately doesn't do a lot for us, and we discard a ton of energy doing that, and we're kind of top decking right now. But that's how Bulu does sometimes. Probably going to find Trashalanche Garbodor with this. He could find Lele, though, if that last card is not a supporter. Yep, looks like he's good. Or sorry, Garbotoxin. Did I say Trashalanche? I think I meant Garbotoxin, but I think I said Trashalanche. And in comes out. And we do draw some Lilies, so that's at least something. He does Parallel City Limit himself, but that reduces our damage, unfortunately. Gonna retreat and just hit us with this guy. So we need to find... Choice Band, Field Blower... Choice Band... Yeah, we need Choice Band and Field Blower, wow. He didn't get the tool, though, which is nice. So we can actually attack with Vikavolt here. We have the energy in the deck to do it. We have 2 set up, so I'm kind of okay doing it. I think we will just attack with Vikavolt. We leave ourselves with 1 energy on this guy, so it doesn't get knocked out even. We'll go ahead and Strong Charge first, because we don't want to draw the energy. And Strong Charge the other grass. Need to find one of our recycling cards. Go ahead and Lily. We get Choice Band. No Field Blower, though, so good thing we promoted this guy. He's already played he's played 2 Field Blowers, so this is probably safe down here. And we'll go with Electro Cannon, discard 3 energies from Vikavolt. Oh no, this is kind of interesting. Maybe it would have been better to hit him with Lele, but Lele probably just gets returned KO'd. We could have just put 2 energies on Lele, I guess. 20, 40, 60, 80. That might have been better. Because now we are kind of committed to having to find a Guzma this coming turn, and we don't have one. He does get the tool down. Yeah, I don't know. I think I kind of dislike that now. We could have benched Grubbin, but I want a spot for Oranguru potentially, but he did get the Floatstone, so we do find Energy Recycler. But now this Vikavolt's kind of just gonna be stuck. Gonna retreat, and actually, oh, is it doing enough? I can't count, I guess. No, it's not doing enough. I was like, I don't think it is. And it wasn't. Put Choice Band there. And we'll go ahead and Recycler. It's putting a lot of stuff we don't really want to draw into the deck. But if we find the Field Blower, it'll be great. Should we bench Grubbin? I really kind of want this spot for Oranguru, but we don't want to draw this, and we're inning to 3, so we'll go ahead and do that. Did not really do much. We do find a Sycamore for next turn at least, and we just have to pass. But my opponent does knock out Vikavolt, which doesn't really do much for them. And then now we can... oh, he gets a Guzma. That's really unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. So, if we find Field Blower, we can knock this guy out with a Vikavolt. He goes to 2 prizes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still 5. We'll discard 6. I think this is our best option. 7 in the discard now. So now we lose to Choice Band Guzma. If we hadn't top decked an item. We did find Field Blower. So we'll get rid of... He is down several Choice Band though, so that's good. We're knocking this out, so we get rid of this Choice Band. Or do we get rid of the Parallel? I think at this point it's better to get rid of Parallel. I don't think we're going to use another Bulu in this game. We could get another Vikavolt, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, we're way past the point of no return. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. What am I thinking? I thought we were like not even close yet, but way past the point of no return there. We can get a Bulu. I don't know that that does much at this point. Probably just get a Oranguru, honestly. Get another Vikavolt. We'll Strong Charge. We have Super Rod left in the deck. We're gonna have to find it next turn, it looks like, most likely. Strong Charge to the active. If he has Guzma, he just wins. But, so this all might be for naught. We'll go ahead and instruct. We are out of energy. Not anymore. So we definitely just go ahead and put these back. And we definitely go ahead and Strong Charge. I think just 1 grass onto Lele. I think no, we just go ahead and do 2. No, we should have done 1, I think. Because if he Guzma, he can like deck us out now because we're out of... We'd have to like find another Guzma. But at this point, like... Well, he's down 2 Guzma, so I guess it's not like the craziest thing. We'll take the KO. Take the prize. Prizes, excuse me. And we get a Guzma out of the prizes, so that's good. He sends up Espeon, which to me kind of signals that he has Guzma for game. Trubbish. Oh, please don't have it. Oh, he doesn't. Maybe. Ultra Ball. Oh, if he's got a Lele and a Guzma still in the deck, he just wins. Because we were definitely going to be able to win next turn. Because we just Guzma whatever. If he ends us, maybe. Maybe he only plays 2 Guzma, but there's a Lele. Oh, please. It's... You play 3 and the other one's prize. That's what I'm hoping on. Come on. No, don't show it to me. Don't do it. Never lucky, guys. Never lucky, unfortunately. But yeah, Garbotoxin is just such a tough thing for this deck to deal with. Maybe we could have tried to limit our items a little more earlier on in the game. Feels bad, man. But there you go, and that loses an 8-game win streak. No. But there's Vika Bulu, guys. I definitely enjoy the deck. It's more of an interesting take onto the Vikavolt Tapu Bulu archetype, and I think it's solid. So let me know what you guys think of Vika Bulu down in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out once again to Peter for making the deck. I'll leave a link to his Twitter. Once again, I think that's like the 3rd time I've mentioned it, but down in the description, follow him over there, and be sure to follow me on Twitter as well, at TrainerChip, as well as Facebook, Twitch, and Instagram, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, take care.